you tryna go be? Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. Put the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. He'll try and run it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Let's go. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. They're on 32 yards.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at about the 32. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 17 carries, 123 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Gordon, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Block your team! Watch the safety creep!
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. I want flare.
Now Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of campering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He'll get this to Eckler. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Trubisky lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Texans out.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon.
We got this.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 58 right there. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. He's the guy. Mike Williams at the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We're okay. Black 15. Hey, 79. Get it.
Throwing Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Trubisky will throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Take 4, take 4. Hatchet.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers, and caught by Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rivers now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sponge. No. Left, right.
Throwing here, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 43.
Rivers now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
To throw again. Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this crowd will not go home happy.